Tons of cartoons come and go, with some of them lasting a very short amount of time. Ratings for a show will determine how long it stays on TV, and the cartoons I'll be talking about today were pretty shortly run because they were commonly disliked. First up, let's talk about Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island. Here is the brief synopsis. The residents enjoy their own tropical paradise without a care in the world. They must share their peaceful utopia with the joyfully strange Coconut Fred, a whimsical, blissfully foolish coconut with the special ability to materialize anything he thinks about. Now, many people consider this to be a SpongeBob ripoff because it has this tropical theme and many characters are extremely similar. The main one, Fred, is trying way too hard to be like SpongeBob, but it was done in a really annoying way. This cartoon started in September 2005 and ended in May 2006, so it didn't even last a year. To be honest, I'm not surprised that a lot of people hated Coconut Fred since it was pretty pointless and it didn't really have any originality. Coconut Fred was actually so hated that the first season was going to be 13 episodes, but it was cut short to only 9, and then there were a few months of a hiatus with 4 episodes coming out after. The funny thing here is that it isn't just the audience who hated Coconut Fred. The actual voice actor of the main character said he doesn't like remembering the show. He called it a SpongeBob ripoff and he tries to leave it in the past. People didn't really care for this because of how annoying it was with all the loud humor, so it's going down as one of those extremely dumb shows that people just want to forget. The next hated cartoon I'll be talking about is called Fish Police. Before writing the script for this video, I literally never heard about this before and came across it when looking for shows with low ratings. Here's the plot of Fish Police. Inspector Gill, a fish detective, navigates an underwater metropolis, solving often mafia-related crimes while avoiding the seduction of vamp Angel Jones and avoiding marriage to diner owner Pearl. I don't know about you guys, but this feels like some weird version of Shark Tale. This came out way before it since its first episode was 1992, but yeah, where's Oscar?
Well, if it isn't Muscles Marinara, how's my favorite brain donor?
Oh, your favorite? Oh, Gil, you move me.
A crane couldn't move you. Look, barnacle butt, if you know what's good for you, you'll tell your boss Calamari to come down to the station for a little questioning.
I haven't seen the full show, so I don't know exactly why people weren't watching this when it was coming out with new episodes, but I do have a guess. If you didn't know, Fish Police is a Hanna-Barbera series and they gave us stuff like Scooby-Doo and the Jetsons. I feel like this show didn't do as well because it had way more mature scenes and concepts than Hanna-Barbera is typically known for. Scooby-Doo does have violent moments at times, but it's still a show that anybody, including kids, could watch. By giving this mature tone to Fish Police, that's limiting the audience and less people would care for it. Episodes of this show would sometimes even have swearing, so parents may not let their kids watch. One interesting thing about these premieres in 1992 is that there were 3 episodes that aired in February to March, but the show was immediately cancelled because of low ratings. People were just not caring about the concept of fish as police, since it does seem pretty weird. There were actually 3 other episodes that never aired in the United States, but they did premiere in Europe. Fish Police was probably planned to have way more stories, but as I said earlier in the video, a big audience will determine if a show keeps airing. Looks like nobody cared for 1992 Shark Tale, and it literally lasted a few months on TV. Finally, let's talk about Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain. Everyone is familiar with Pinky and the Brain, characters that came from Animaniacs, and they always tried to rule the world. The formula was completely changed in the lesser-known cartoon featuring Elmira, a character from Tiny Toons Adventures who joined Pinky and the Brain. The synopsis is this. The series starts with Pinky and the Brain's home, Acme Labs, destroyed, and the 2 mice are on the run from a man named Wally Faust. Pinky and the Brain end up in a pet store and take refuge inside a turtle named Mr. Shellbutt, and Elmira purchases the turtle with the mice inside. In their new home, Pinky and the Brain continue to attempt new methods of trying to take over the world. You might be wondering why exactly this show was made, since the formula of just Pinky and the Brain had worked well for the longest time. The short answer? Money. Warner Brothers network executives had decided to change things up because the show may feel more original, but in reality, it turned out really stupid. Even people on the crew crew were against this idea, but they still had to go through with it because they were told by the superiors to make it a reality. Nobody ended up liking Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain, and it is extremely forgotten when compared to the original. The entire series was 13 episodes, each of them around 22 minutes long, and it lasted less than a year. Again, it isn't surprising that this cartoon was commonly hated. Elmira was a loud and annoying character, so there wasn't really any good aspects to adding her. If only TV network executives would realize that nobody would watch this trash, then these types of shows would never be made. Oh well, hopefully they can learn from their mistakes. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.